Let me solve the biggest problem facing solo travelers in Japan. How do you maximize your limited time while experiencing authentic culture without dealing with Tokyo's overwhelming crowds? The solution has been hiding in plain sight just south of Tokyo. Yokohama offers everything you're seeking, from peaceful gardens perfect for reflection to vibrant districts full of culinary adventures. These 12 carefully chosen experiences create the perfect solo itinerary that balances cultural depth with practical efficiency. First on our list is Sankeien Garden, your perfect solo escape from Japan's hectic pace. Every solo traveler knows the struggle of finding peaceful moments without missing cultural depth. Most gardens across Japan either pack you in with tour groups or offer little historical substance. This 175,000 square meter masterpiece breaks that rule completely. Wealthy silk merchant Tomitaro Hara created something extraordinary when he relocated 17 historic buildings from across Japan to this space. These aren't replicas, they're actual structures from Kyoto, Kamakura, and other cultural centers, making this a living museum of Japanese architecture. Hara opened his private paradise to the public in 1906, and today you can explore these tangible cultural properties at your own pace. Timing matters here. Arrive at 9 a.m. when the gates open for the most peaceful experience. February brings plum blossoms, April showcases cherry blossoms, and November delivers stunning autumn colors. Plan for 2 to 3 hours to fully absorb the tranquil atmosphere and architectural treasures before heading to Yokohama's vibrant waterfront districts. Next up is Yamashita Park, where history meets harbor views in Japan's first seaside park. This waterfront wonder rose from the rubble of the 1923 Great Kanto Earthquake, transforming disaster debris into a beautiful 700-meter promenade that opened in 1930. Most tourists rush through this strip, but solo travelers who take their time discover incredible maritime stories and photo opportunities. The real treasure here is the Hikawa Maru, a retired luxury ocean liner permanently docked at the park. This ship carried passengers between Yokohama and Seattle starting in 1930, hosting famous travelers like Charlie Chaplin and even the Imperial Family. You can explore the ship's elegant interiors and learn about its storied voyages across the Pacific. Visit around 4 p.m. when the afternoon light perfectly illuminates the harbor. Spend 1 to 2 hours walking the full length, enjoying views of Yokohama Bay Bridge and the Minatomirai skyline. This promenade connects you directly to Yokohama's international heritage while providing easy access to nearby districts. Next essential thing to do is Queen Square, Yokohama, luxury shopping without the Tokyo rush. Solo travelers face a real challenge wanting to experience Japanese retail culture without fighting crowds or dealing with language barriers. Most shopping complexes overwhelm solo visitors with their size and chaos, but this upscale destination connected to Landmark Tower offers a more refined approach. The complex spreads across multiple floors with over 200 stores and restaurants. You'll find international brands alongside Japanese specialty stores, plus a food court offering harbor views while you eat. The strategic layout makes navigation simple, and the variety ensures you'll discover something interesting whether you're shopping for souvenirs or just browsing. Visit on weekday mornings around 10 a.m. for peaceful browsing. Plan 1 to 2 hours for a focused visit. The complex connects directly to Landmark Tower's Sky Garden through indoor walkways, maximizing efficiency for solo explorers seeking both shopping and spectacular city views. Our next must-do is MARK IS Minatomirai, budget-friendly shopping with local flavor. Budget-conscious solo travelers often think they need to spend big to experience authentic Japanese retail culture. Many visitors assume premium prices are required for genuine shopping experiences, but this local favorite proves otherwise. This life entertainment hall spreads across 6 above-ground and 4 below-ground floors. You'll find everything from Uniqlo and casual fashion brands to family stores and kids shops. The massive food court features 9 different dining options, showcasing regional specialties at reasonable prices. Over 30 seating areas throughout the complex give you plenty of spots to rest and people watch. Visit around 6 p.m. when locals finish work for the most authentic experience. Spend 1 to 2 hours soaking in real Japanese shopping culture. The rooftop fruit orchard and vegetable garden offer stunning harbor views that most tourists never discover. Direct connection to Minatomirai Station makes getting here simple. Before we continue to the next thing to do on our list, if you're enjoying this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more travel guides just like this one. Up next is Yokohama World Porters, entertainment shopping for solo adventurers. Entertainment shopping combines retail with experience in ways perfect for solo exploration. Traditional shopping can feel isolating for solo travelers, but this complex transforms retail into interactive adventure since opening in 1999. This diverse destination houses approximately 150 shops and restaurants across multiple themed floors. The first floor features Hawaiian Town with Pacific food and goods. Floors 2 and 3 offer fashion and miscellaneous items. The fourth floor provides interior design shops and amusement options. The fifth floor houses restaurants with panoramic Minatomirai views plus a cinema complex perfect for solo movie experiences. Visit around 3 p.m. for optimal exploration. Spend 2 hours covering multiple floors and the rooftop garden area. The upper floors reveal stunning red brick warehouse views, connecting modern entertainment with historic Yokohama. This complex bridges contemporary shopping culture with traditional waterfront heritage. Next essential thing to do is Yokohama Chinatown, Japan's largest Chinese district with over 600 shops and restaurants packed into a compact, walkable area, perfect for solo exploration. This vibrant neighborhood dates back to 1859, when Chinese traders settled here after Yokohama opened to foreign trade. Most visitors get overwhelmed by the choices and miss the cultural depth beyond the obvious tourist spots. 4 ornate gates mark the district boundaries. Choyomon protects the east with the azure dragon god, Suzakumon guards the south with the vermilion bird, Genbumon watches the north with the black tortoise, and Enpeimon shields the west with the white tiger. A 5th gate, Zenrinmon, welcomes visitors with warm human relationships. Arrive around 5 p.m. for the magical transition from day to evening illumination. Spend 2 to 3 hours sampling street foods like steamed pork buns, egg tarts, and roasted chestnuts while browsing traditional Chinese goods and tea sets. Our next must-do is Yokohama Kuan Ti Miao, the spiritual heart of Chinatown. This ornate Taoist temple dedicated to Guan Yu offers spiritual depth within the commercial energy surrounding it. Many visitors walk past this cultural treasure, missing the chance to understand the spiritual foundation of the Chinese community that's been here since 1862. The temple's bright red and gold facade features intricate wood carvings and detailed roof decorations. Imposing stone lions guard the entrance, while dragon statues and gold designs create a sense of grandeur. Inside, incense fills the air and red lanterns cast a soft glow throughout the halls. Solo visitors should observe quietly and respectfully, watching locals pray for protection, good fortune, and business success. Visit around 6 p.m. when locals come for evening prayers. Spend 30 to 45 minutes for respectful observation. This temple connects you to the living culture of Yokohama's Chinese community, showing you authentic spiritual practices beyond tourist attractions. Next must-do is Yokohama Mazu Miao, guardian of seafarers. This temple, dedicated to Mazu, the sea goddess, connects Yokohama's maritime heritage with Chinese spiritual traditions. While smaller than Kuan Ti Miao, this temple holds deeper significance for understanding Yokohama's port city identity. Mazu protects seafarers and ensures safe voyages, making her worship especially meaningful in Japan's most international port. The temple's vibrant blue, green, red, and gold detailing creates a striking appearance. Red lanterns line the pathway to the main temple, where Mazu's statue, dressed in imperial attire, serves as the focal point. The maritime symbolism throughout connects directly to Yokohama's role as Japan's gateway to international trade since 1859. Chinese traders and settlers brought their spiritual traditions, establishing temples that preserve maritime culture within urban development. Combine your visit with Kuan Ti Miao in the same evening. Spend 20 to 30 minutes appreciating the maritime cultural connections. These two temples together tell the complete story of Chinese spiritual life in Japan's most international city. Up next is Yokohama Park, Cherry Blossom Central and Japan's first Western-style park. Established in 1876, this 63,000 square meter space houses Yokohama Stadium and over 2,500 cherry trees, creating spectacular spring displays. Most visitors plan entire Japan trips around famous cherry blossom spots, but this hidden gem offers incredible blooms without fighting crowds at popular locations. The park's unique history fascinates solo travelers. Built on the former site of the Miyazaki License Quarter, it transformed from a foreign cemetery into public space that now hosts both sports culture and natural beauty. Yokohama Stadium sits at the park's heart, surrounded by Japanese gardens, fountains, and play areas. Peak cherry blossoms arrive in early April, but the park remains beautiful year-round for solo contemplation. Plan 1 hour for a complete circuit exploring the monuments, rose garden, and waterfront views. This combination of sports culture, natural beauty, and historical significance makes Yokohama Park uniquely representative of the city's international character. Next essential thing to do is Harbor View Park, the perfect vantage point to gain perspective on your solo Yokohama adventure. After hours of ground-level exploration through gardens, shopping districts, and cultural sites, solo travelers need moments of reflection and visual comprehension of their journey. This hilltop park sits on the former site of the British consul's residence and military garrison, opened to the public in 1962. The main observation deck delivers panoramic views encompassing Yokohama Bay Bridge, Yokohama Marine Tower, and the entire Minatomirai skyline. You can see all the districts you've explored spread out below, creating a visual map of your cultural adventure. Visit during sunset around 5 to 6 p.m. depending on season. Spend 45 minutes to 1 hour for photos and reflection as the lights begin illuminating the bay. This elevated perspective helps solo travelers process and appreciate the cultural journey they've undertaken, connecting all the experiences into one meaningful adventure. Our next must-do is Yokohama Motomachi Shopping Street, international elegance where foreign residents once shopped, creating Japan's first international retail district. When Yokohama opened to foreign trade in 1859, Western merchants and diplomats needed familiar goods. Modern shopping streets in Japan can feel generic, but Motomachi maintains its unique character as the birthplace of Western fashion in Japan. Over 230 stores line this historic street, mixing established boutiques like Fukuzo with its seahorse logo, Mihama selling stylish ladies' shoes since 1923, and Kitamura's famous bags since 1882. These shops created the Hamatora fashion trend during the 1970s and 1980s. International brands blend with local designers, continuing the street's tradition of cultural fusion. Visit around 4 p.m. when shops are fully open, but crowds remain manageable. Spend 1 to 2 hours browsing leisurely through the Western-style buildings and independent shops. This street embodies Yokohama's role as Japan's window to the world. Last on our list is the Cup Noodles Museum, innovation you can taste. This museum serves as the perfect finale celebrating Japanese innovation that conquered the world, with hands-on experiences ideal for solo travelers. Most food museums offer static displays behind glass cases, but this interactive experience lets you create your own cup noodle and understand global food innovation. The My Cup Noodles Factory experience puts you in control. You design custom packaging and choose from various flavors and toppings to create your unique instant noodle cup. The museum showcases Momofuku Ando's journey from early experimentation to global success through interactive displays and a 14-minute CG film. Visit mid-afternoon around 2 p.m. to avoid school groups. Spend 2 to 3 hours for the full creative experience. This museum perfectly captures Yokohama's spirit of innovation and international influence, ending your journey with a tangible souvenir you created yourself while connecting modern innovation to historical cultural layers. These 12 experiences create the perfect balance of cultural depth, practical efficiency, and personal discovery that solo travelers need. Yokohama's well-connected public transportation system makes navigating between attractions simple and safe for solo explorers. The city's layout and English-friendly establishments enhance your experience while you move from peaceful gardens to vibrant shopping districts. Drop a comment sharing your own solo Yokohama experiences. Hit that subscribe button for more Japan travel guides that help you explore confidently on your own. Yokohama proves the best travel experiences come from places that blend international influence with authentic local culture, creating adventures perfect for independent exploration.